blow your wad goes in. Men and women aren't that different. When it comes to rescuing people, well, most of the time people are stupid and they're going to go back. They're going to come to you and ask you for help and tell you about their problems, and of course, you offer to protect them. Then, of course, you get targeted for helping that person. And when that person gets lonely and wants to go back and find a place to blow their load, lo and behold, they're not going to tell the truth about any of the situation. If you rescue somebody, record everything. If you help somebody, record everything. If somebody comes to you with some fucking sob story saying that they need help, make sure you fucking record it like I have. Make sure that if somebody like Molly or someone like Tom wants to pull this bullshit on you, that you can defend yourself. Yes, you can feel bad for the dumb son of a bitch. But when you are being victimized over it, you need it to stop. And that person who's glad to be blowing their wad, whether it's a male or a female, is not going to be honest and forthcoming. Chances are pretty good that when they left the person that they left, that they lied to the person that they left. Chances are pretty good that they lied to you too. Now you got to understand those people have anxiety and they're trying to get out of that situation, but you don't understand that situation for me, do you? You guys don't try to understand, just like Tom doesn't try to understand. Molly just wants someone to fucking hurt. That's all she cares about, is hurting people. Tom is recorded on my YouTube channel speaking about these things. The actual rescue itself is fucking recorded on here. Him talking about her violent fucking tendencies is on here. Help me to do these things. Help me to turn it in. Here's the thing, the cops should have done something about that situation a long time ago. I understand why they blew me off and brushed me off. I do. I try to put myself in their lazy fucking shoes. They're pampered bitches that never had to work a day in their fucking life. They got this idea about UFC and blowing fucking brains out. That's what they're fucking trained for, stupid. Now, Tom, you guys want to look at this situation from a perspective where it's more accurate according to your bullshit. All right, Tom is the woman here. And Molly is the abusive man. Molly will do anything to manipulate because she is an abuser. She will do anything that she can to manipulate what she wants and get what she wants from who she wants when she wants. Even if that means playing victim. Now the fact is, between the actual evidence and Tom being a dumb cunt, I need help turning in the evidence. Tom's not going to help do that. He's a fucking dumb cunt. He's got battered woman syndrome. I say dumb cunt for a reason. What does the word cunt come from? What do I use the word cunt for? People who get others hurt or fucking killed. When your lies and your bullshit get other people fucking hurt or killed, yeah, I'm going to have a problem with it. I'm going to say something about it. I'm going to speak up. I'm not your bitch. If you want to go back to your bitch, that's fine. But I'm not going to shut up about the abuse that I'm taking because you're a fucking stupid cunt. I don't give a holy goddamn if you served 2 tours in Vietnam or 80 years old. I don't give a fuck. You know, I felt sorry for you. I felt bad for you. My fault. Oh, dropped my lighter. For me as a male to turn this in order for it to be taken seriously, someone needs to go in with me, but nobody takes it seriously because I'm a man. In order to get heard about the sexism, I have to get past the sexism, which means I need someone to fight for my rights. You guys aren't used to that, are you? You're only used to fighting for a woman's rights. If a woman does the shit that Tom's doing, you'll make every excuse for her too. Oh, well, she loves him. I don't give a fuck if she loves him. I'm being fucking abused. If she's in love with getting fucking beaten on, that's on her. I'm not. So shut your fucking hole with that goddamn bullshit. She chooses to go to that fucking beating. If Tom gets fucking beaten to death, it's his fucking fault. Just like Natalie Bollinger going back to fucking Tim Beeson. That's her fucking fault. She did that. Whose fucking fault is it that Natalie Bollinger put fucking heroin in her arm? I'm pretty sure that's Natalie Bollinger. And yes, I am well aware that trauma is the gateway drug. Yes, it is her parents' fault for giving her those fucking drugs. It is her parents' fault for neglecting her, for abusing her, for looking the other way, and for choosing drugs and fucking abuse and fucking penis and vagina over their own kids. The worst thing about predatory parents is that they get to prey on the fact that they're parents to get away with being predators. Oh, poor me, I got kids. Well, Tom don't get to pull that. Neither does Molly. I don't know if they got kids. I don't fucking care. I'm not the one fucking threatening them. Well, that's not true. I'm threatening them both with fucking prison time. Threatening them both with fucking court. I can't just keep taking this fucking abuse and going to places that aren't gonna fucking help me. I can't do these things myself. Making me do them myself is not okay. Not taking this situation seriously, it is a fucking emergency. Mental health in this fucking country is a joke. It's only used to discredit victims and fucking victimize the shit out of victims. You don't do anything about the fucking abuse. And you think that your drugs are gonna fucking fix the fucking goddamn abuse? No, it doesn't. All those drugs do is shut off your trauma response. And if it doesn't shut off your trauma response, then they'll give you different drugs. And if those don't turn off your trauma response, they'll give you different drugs. Meanwhile, fucking drugging you for being fucking traumatized is even more fucking traumatizing. No wonder that shit isn't working. It's not a chemical imbalance. It's fucking abuse and fucking fear from goddamn abuse. The very people who are telling me they understand trauma reactions are victimizing me for having trauma reactions when they're doing things that are obviously wrong. For these people, yeah, they're recorded for a reason, because the public needs to know what they really do. for as long as it took to get that situation with fucking Martinez to finally fucking show up. I mean, he was pretty swift about it as far as cops showing up. But he let me know he wasn't going to do his job the moment he started making excuses for my predators. Thank goodness I have that recorded. God bless America, right? There's plenty of witnesses. Those witnesses didn't understand and still don't that I can't go in by myself. I cannot go in by myself. When you say that you will go in with me, I need to know for sure that you will before I set it up to do so. I need someone to go in with me. That's why, of course, I asked 3 different people. All 3 of them fell through. All 3 of them are witnesses. Well, so far anyway. But that's also an issue. The longer it takes for that to happen, the more likely it is the predator's going to get away. Meanwhile, people will help them, especially if they're female. The cops all help each other. There's a lot of people who claim they got the balls to stand up to the cops, but they don't. Maybe one of these youngins does, though. You know, it's only been a day. A lot of people fucking led me on for months and months and months. And that's the problem. Is that when somebody who is at risk is being fucking abused, they don't have months and months and months. When we're being fucking assaulted, that's not a civil thing. Assault is a criminal fucking action. And when it takes fucking 6 months to turn it in, 6 months for you to fucking pretend that you give a shit. Oh, you pretended you gave a shit at the very beginning. But then, of course, there's drugs and fucking pussy to consider, isn't there? There's drugs and penis. There's alcohol. There's the party life. After 6 months of begging for you to keep your fucking word, you want to treat me like I'm a piece of shit because you allowed my predators to get away. Not only allowed it, but you helped them to get away, and then you treated me like shit for it. Those of you who accepted my money because you were going to help me, and then you didn't, and you preyed on me, that is against the law. And you know what? You're right. That wouldn't have happened if I'd have had a case manager to do the things that they're supposed to fucking do. I wouldn't have had to rely on fucking drug addicts and alcoholics if these people did their fucking jobs. But without civilian oversight, especially if you're a male, no, there's no fucking help for you. There's services for women and that's it. Now they say those services aren't just for women, but they do a half-assed fucking bullshit job. If you make me do it alone, I'll never get past the hearing. Like, you got no idea how incredibly fucking frustrating it is. When Monica called me up yesterday for the paperwork, you know, I got to be able to go through the paperwork. I got to be able to go through the shit that's on the internet, which means that even if we're doing it over the fucking phone, I have to go somewhere with fucking internet. In order to fill out that information over the phone, I have to be able to give her times, dates, and names. And I can't do that when there are literally hundreds of fucking crimes. This is fucking inhumane, and that's what they need to look at. They're not looking at what I have to live in. They're listening to the description. It's not fucking registering to that dumb cunt. The abuse that I am fucking taking because she's not registering it because she's not fucking looking. This is hell. And you are fucking taking your dear sweet time. I'm angry because I have to be afraid. I have to be afraid that these people aren't going to show up. That they're not going to make a police report. That they're not going to show up in court. Just like many other people that said that they would. I can't do this alone. I will be victimized. These cops have already fucked up major on multiple occasions. Yes, absolutely. I need someone to go in with me so these cops, as soon as they start trying to cover their own asses, somebody can cut them off on their bullshit. Say, hey, he's telling the truth, dude. You need to stop. You're going out of your way to avoid the situation and avoid the evidence, so maybe you need to stop. Laura Nelson, she went in with me. She sat there like a bump on a fucking log. Sure, she verified a few things in there. She nodded her head. But you can't hear that. Laura Nelson is a fucking coward who let people harm me, knowing it was a fucking lie. Wants to hide behind her kids when she did wrong. When she allowed these things to happen to me repeatedly and wants to tell me that she is afraid for her son. Well, you will have to be afraid for your son for the rest of your fucking life now, Laura Nelson, because people who threaten your son are doing so over a false narrative that you allowed. And because you allowed them to get away, they can hold that over your fucking head until the day that you fucking die. Congratulations, Laura Nelson. You helped my predators get away. Now my predators can fucking murder your son and try to blame it on me. You're a fucking idiot, Laura Nelson. I told the truth, Laura. And you allowed people to hurt me. And to call me a fucking liar. Pretend that I'm schizophrenic. Assault the fuck out of me and put fucking drugs in me, Laura Nelson. And then you want to pretend and hide behind your fucking son for the wrong shit that you fucking did, you fucking stupid cunt. Just like my little sister wants to hide behind her daughter after the fucking stupid shit that she did. What a stupid fucking cunt. Just like Robert Franklin Warnick, the fucking sexual goddamn predator, registered sex offender. That's right, folks. How about Leslie Snell? That's right, we got a chimo who's living with his kids, assaulting disabled people, and the cops are helping him. They're going out of their way not to investigate any of the shit that happens to me. Anybody else's word is good enough to fucking abuse me. If I say I'm afraid, then it's because I'm paranoid. If they say they're afraid, there's zero reason for them to be afraid of me harming them physically. There is zero reason. I have exhibited zero effort towards assaulting anyone. I've expended zero effort towards killing anyone. The only times I have broken the law is when I was forced to do so, because witnesses did not come forward. And the cops victimized the shit out of me when I went in by myself, especially since they'd already been doing so since well before Natalie was fucking killed. Yes, they protect their own. Even the fucking porkers in Tillamook made excuses for my predators in Colorado and Nebraska. Fuck Tillamook. Now, there was a lot more than 3 witnesses to the situation. Now, I'm having anxiety over it, not because of these people not showing up, but because people have a history throughout all of this of, yeah, they saw it, yeah, I told the truth, but always something more important. Sometimes it's vagina, sometimes it's your dog. And I'm expected to understand. Expected to understand. Yeah, Sean, I know you drove 150 miles to come here because I promised I'd help you. But this chick, oh my God, dude, she has the most fire pussy ever. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my God, dude. Yeah, I get it. You don't care about me, you care about busting a nut. Well, after you bust a nut, will you help? Christ. Tabitha Michelle Cook, her problem with me was that I fucking told on Graham. That I spoke up about the situation with Graham and how fucked up that situation was. And about how he actually needed to fucking do something. He needed to actually fucking take the time to look at the evidence instead of fucking preaching at me. I did not pay him to preach at me. I paid him to look at fucking evidence and verify it. Which is funny because he said he'd do it for free. But then, of course, I have to pay Joshua Eichelberger to leave us alone by paying for his fucking alcohol. So then I pay for his alcohol and he still wants fucking attention and he has to have it right fucking now. That's the problem with fucking drug addicts. You want to pretend that I want this right now. Well, it's never been a right now thing. It's been a God damn it, you do need to do something about the crimes right now. It's been a 6 years of hurry up and wait. People obviously are aware that the crimes were committed. There are obviously witnesses to the crimes, but I have to hurry up and wait. And I have to tell myself that these aren't bad people. Something probably just happened. Maybe their mom got sick. Maybe their dog got sick. Maybe they had to go into work early. Maybe their fucking cell phone went into the fucking drink. Who knows? But the fact is, it makes it so that it's an extra day before I can go in. Or 2 or 3 or 4. The undercover vehicles here stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, first of all, you see them driving down the road and you're like, man, that looks like an undercover police vehicle. It's got fucking wires and gizmos and gadgets galore. And basic tires. But they're really easy to tell in this town because they're still wearing their uniforms. They're driving by and you can see the patch on their shoulder of the American flag. And of course, it's for certainly not a military uniform. Wrong color. Wrong cut. And that hairdo is for certainly not regulation. I don't hate these people for not showing up. I didn't hate Mandy Hughes for not showing up. I didn't hate any of these people who said that they would for not showing up. What I hate is that I'm still being victimized, and the longer it takes for them to speak up, the longer I'm screwed. the more abuse I have to take. I get that Natalie Bollinger was fucking embarrassed, but being embarrassed is a horrible reason to destroy a person's life. But I'm lucky I don't get embarrassed. Somebody just sent me a text message, so I'm going to find out who it is and what they got to say. Nope, it's just another news thing. 2 boys shot and killed by homeowner during... Well, that's fucking pleasant. But it's not a message from somebody. When an at-risk adult is trying to show evidence of abuse against them and you're trying to make it a civil situation, no, threatening to kill me is not civil. There's nothing fucking civil about threatening to kill somebody. There's nothing fucking civil about somebody that you helped out of the kindness of your heart helping your and their predator get away. I don't care if you want to bust a nut. I don't. I don't care if you think you're in love. The abuse is still wrong. It's still illegal. It's still immoral. And if you're going to victimize somebody for fucking helping you, you are a fucking special kind of piece of shit. Well, in this video, good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.